Hey, what's going on, you guys? So we back at it with giving our experience of Vietnam. We've been here for about 4 nights now, and it's a pretty beautiful city, I would say. But
We are just going to give you our unfiltered opinion, be honest, so you guys know what you're working with.
basically,
Yeah.
so the first question is, what was your first impression when you arrived in Vietnam?
For me personally, when I first arrived, I felt it was a little colder than Thailand or Bangkok. I think Bangkok's just a little warmer, and that can just be a cultural thing. It was just hard. Immigration officer didn't really speak to me, so I didn't know like which documents to hand him. Our driver didn't speak to us. He said one word to us, which was yo, because I took too long to get out the car because the
He,
door was
he
locked.
was like, I was in the trunk grabbing the bags, and he was like, yo.
And that was about it.
Yeah,
I didn't really feel comfortable until we got to our hotel because our staff is amazing.
yeah. I'll say I don't really know. I know every culture is different, but I wouldn't say for us it's the most welcoming. Mind you, we didn't just come in this place like, oh, all grumpy and thinking somebody's supposed to treat us a certain way. But if you give somebody respect, you would think to receive it back. Or when you, like, who wants to hop in somebody's vehicle and not communicate with them? It's like that's a little close proximity to not like have any real human interaction. I'm not saying, oh, hold my hand. Like just hey, hello, and that's it.
Yeah, the generic hello would have been more than enough.
Yeah, it was like literally nothing. It's kind of weird when you hop in the car and like,
I think it was dead silent the whole time too. We didn't
yeah,
have music on.
no, like, bro, no, it's like, it feel like you in like some type of serial killer movie. It's like, dang, do bro know we here?
Yeah.
But that was our first impression. Did you feel welcome in Vietnam as a black couple? Well,
No.
yeah, I mean, welcome in a sense of I'm here. Like, welcome to Vietnam. Like, this is how you'll get treated as a black couple or a black individual. You know, when you come out here, you definitely going to get a lot of stares if you're black. You will get a ton of stares. And some stares, it's not like Bangkok seems like they just, how they glance and look at anybody. Not to compare everything to Bangkok. I know somebody in the comment going to be like, well, Vietnam isn't Bangkok. Well, the hospitality here and the way people look at people is crazy. When I mean people, I mean black people.
It's not even like that in the US. And you guys know the US, or at least I'm from Washington, and Washington, Seattle, not the kindest people. We're known for being cold. So I'm used to people not exactly being like, "Hey, good morning." Like I'm not expecting that. Like having that in Thailand is great, but that's not what I was expecting here. Just a little more communication is all.
Yeah, we literally was walking down the street on the sidewalk and we stopped because we were waiting for the grab. And as we were waiting for the grab, it was the motorist driving with a passenger on the back, and they literally both broke their necks. Like they could have gotten an accident. Like that's how hard they broke their necks. Like they were like way past us, like driving in that direction, and it's like they were far over that way, but they turned around and looked at us. Like, and not mind you, none of these looks are the type of looks like, oh hey, hello. Some of these looks be like angry looks. But we looked at a decent amount of videos and we looked at the comments, and the comments like, oh well, I'm a this and that, and these people, they're just never seen these type of people before. But
True.
bro, even if they never seen you or the type of people or whatever, why would you mean mug somebody and look at them in their face? Do you think we don't understand social cues?
I think the number one thing is like, okay, you're staring at me and maybe I'm intimidating to approach, vice versa. It can be scary to approach the locals as well. But when they're staring at me, I'm kind of to the point where it's like, it's not like a glimpse, like, oh, you see somebody who looks different. Wow, it's like, and they continuously stare at you. They don't smile. They don't make any type of way for you to like ease in. So I'm literally to the point where I'm like, hi, and they
Yeah.
don't say anything. They just
It'll
continue to
it'll
stare at
it'll be
me.
some people that'll stare and you say hello and they'll smile and say hello, but
Very rare though.
it that is rare. Like you can even speak to people and smile and they'll just keep looking. But I ran across people where they look at me and they like, and I said something, and like I smiled at them and they smiled. But some people I smiled and said like "Xin chào" or I just said hello. They look at like a nasty look, and I don't know if all these people is like the people that's from here or even some tourists, but yeah, even coming in some of these stores out here, like it's not that welcoming. But that's just our experience here as a black couple.
And I will say, our hotel is the first place that we felt extremely welcomed at. Everybody is nice, and I think that's just because they're used to tourists. I'm sure they're used to seeing different type of people every single day. I think a big thing that I'm trying to remember in my mind, because I've seen some videos on TikTok where they're like, you need to pay 6 months of rent beforehand a lot of times, because the foreigners are coming and apparently they're destroying people's places and destroying hotel rooms. And of course, this is one video I saw, not 100% sure how valid it is, but I guess that could also place a stereotype on us. But I feel like we're very kind and we are used to, not used to, but this is our second time going to Thailand. So we are kind of used to going into somebody's else's culture, like coming into somebody else's house. You're very respectful. You're very like, you're gonna hold back some. You're not gonna have your big personality in public. You're gonna downplay everything to not disrespect anybody. And I think that's what we're doing here, but it's not getting us too far.
Yeah, this hotel was a 10 out of 10 though.
Yes, the
It's a
breakfast,
10 out of 10 hotel. I wouldn't say I'm the biggest fan of the food here is good, but it, she likes the
the
food alright.
Vietnamese coffee.
The coffee is A1. I don't think I had any coffee better than the coffee here at this hotel specifically. The Caro Hotel in Da Nang, Vietnam. We'll put that in the link in the bio, just in case anybody want to come. Because to each his own. Just because this is just our opinion. We're not basically saying don't come here. You may have to try it for yourself. Give a review just like how we doing. So, but on to the next question. What kind of stares or looks did you get? Was it more curiosity, confusion, or discomfort?
Discomfort, definitely. It's not looking at me in a curious way. It's just looking at me like, why are you here? You're not welcomed. And that's just the way I feel. Personally, I know one guy said that he does not mind the stares. He does not mind them wanting to touch his hair. If you are a black traveler like that, you will be fine. I am not. Do not touch my hair. Let's be respectful, let's keep our personal space. But yeah.
Yeah, you definitely get all types of stares, just like there's all types of people. You'll get those. You will get curiosity, like type of stares. People will be curious, and some people will speak to you. Like I had a couple of people that spoke to me, and I was surprised just because most of the stares were like negative, uncomfortable stares. So when somebody did say something to me, I was like, oh wow,
It's
like
nice.
you're not scared or you don't like whatever. It's like wow, but yeah, you know you get all of them. Did you ever have any direct confrontations or negative experiences because of your race?
Well, that's hard to say. I can't tell if it's because of my race, my hair, what I'm wearing, whatever. But I did have one experience that stood out to me yesterday. A lot of videos you'll see that they want to take pictures with you or take videos with you and not necessarily ask you all the time. Sometimes just like take a video of you or take a photo of you. And I'm not trying to say like, I don't know. I think the lady was taking a photo of me. So
Oh,
we're
it's how
looking at,
when we were sitting down.
yeah, we're
Oh.
looking at the beach this way. Behind us, it's not really much. It's just people and trees. So I don't know if you'd want to capture that.
It was a sunset behind us. The sunset was behind us, and the beach was in front of us. The side of us was just people walking like towards that way because we're like on a
But
beachfront.
I was in direct eye line with that camera.
Oh, because you were aimed that way, and I
Yeah,
was
because I was taking a photo of myself.
yeah.
And then I saw her, and I was like, she's taking a picture of me. And then I moved this way, and the camera moved with
She
me.
went like this.
Yeah, and it wasn't like, I don't think you'd have your phone that close to you when you're trying to take a photo of something. She wasn't that old, but
Yeah, she probably was like in her 50s or 60s.
she doesn't look that old.
She looked that old to me, but
But
she was definitely taking. She definitely took a photo. I got up. I was like, I was
and
like, what? Nah, nothing negative. nothing negative. No like confrontations or experiences with
Oh,
any what?
the car with my phone.
Oh, actually, that is wrong.
That was crazy.
That is wrong. Actually, when we got into a vehicle, we had just came from one of the main malls in Da Nang, and we had was just getting a ride back to the hotel, which was like a 4 minute ride. And as I got in the car, she got in the car first. I usually get in the car first, but she got in the car first, and I followed behind her into the car, and I thought he wanted to like check the phone to see the maps or whatever the right location. So I go like this, and he's like looking to make sure. Then he started
Then he
typing.
grabs it.
She grabs it. Then she grabs it, and she's holding it. She's looking at him in the mirror, and he starts going to the checkout where you can leave like a 5 star. He left himself a 5 star review, and she snatched the phone. So off of that, I'm not gonna lie, that was really terrible. I was so pissed. I was just like, man, I wish I could do something, but I'm not.
Because the
Yeah.
tipping is on the same page. So, and they do try and scam you. They know we're a tourist. Let's just keep it a buck. So, and it's kind of hard. Like, how I feel kind of defenseless here because how much can I really defend myself without like myself getting in trouble? So, even snatching my phone, I was very hesitant. Like, hey, I'm in a foreign country. I need my phone. Can't lose my phone. So, yeah,
Yeah, it was like it was a
scary.
crazy situation. It was like you want to do something, but you shouldn't do something. And like, should you do something? And even to speak a type of way, you probably shouldn't do nothing. And it's just like it was so uncomfortable, especially just being mad, knowing that like you shouldn't do nothing at all. If it was home, completely different situation. But it wasn't. But that was, I think that's what started it for us, where we were just like, yeah, probably not gonna come back here.
That was our first time out the hotel, too.
Yeah, that was so bad. I'm like, yo, like, literally most of the drivers, like, versus, and I'm gonna keep comparing it to Bangkok because that's the only other place I traveled to in Asia that's in close proximity because you have Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, if I'm correct, pretty close by. But yeah, nah, the Grab drivers here, no, no. Like when we got in, bro was smoking cigarettes.
That was really strong.
It stunk so bad. But on to the next. How did you and your partner navigate these experiences together?
Well, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. And traveling as a couple, you guys are together a lot, same hotel room. Things get steamy, and I would say this is probably where we've bumped the heads the most here. And I think it's just because we're just not in like a relaxed state of mind and at ease. It's very like on edge the whole time. And I think that's kind of us going back and forth a bit. It's just hard, but we've figured it out. We've done things together. You're still with your significant other or your friend, family, whoever you visit with. So, sometimes it's been as simple as ordering room service and looking at YouTube on the TV
Or
and
getting the Vietnamese massage.
oh yeah, we did one of those yesterday.
Yeah, that was good. I agree with what you said. Would you recommend Vietnam to other black travelers or expats? Why or why not?
Now, I cannot say for all of Vietnam because I know I'm going to butcher this, guys. Ho Chi Minh City, I've seen a lot of expats moving there and liking it. I've seen older ones moving here and liking it to Da Nang. So, I personally would not recommend Da Nang to anybody in my
No.
family. Da Nang, my bad. Anybody to my family or my friends, but other parts of Vietnam, I'm more than open to exploring, but I just feel like the world is too big for me to go back to a place that I already had a bad experience in.
So when we came here, the weather wasn't like actually how it's supposed to be. My experience is a little different of like not experience, but like why I want to be here. I'm only here for the shots, if I'm being honest. My experience is just like sightseeing and seeing how cool the buildings look and the infrastructure and the history and all of that. I would kind of I would tell anybody to come here if if you into something like how I'm into, or if you're into more like the culture and you're trying to communicate with people and stuff like that. And if you look like me, maybe not. It all depends. I think it's all right. I would come back here. I would come back here, but maybe when it's sunnier, because like I said, this is a beautiful city. Like the sunsets is pretty nice. You look around, all you see is mountains. Like it's literally mountains around the whole city. Then it kind of looks like Little Miami a bit. But yeah, how did this experience affect your view of international travel and cultural exchange?
I don't know. I would say do more research, but honestly, we did some research and
We
maybe
did a
not.
lot.
I feel like we could have been more extensive on our research, but I think all your research, you're never going to know until you visit that place. It's nothing like literally being there. So it's honestly just a place you have to go and figure out for yourself.
Yeah.
And that's the best way to figure out if it's for you, if you're going to be comfortable. Maybe a shorter stay because I think we were kind of bold on picking 5 nights.
Oh my God, 5 nights, mind
three
you,
days maybe.
we out of the country for 3 weeks. 5 nights felt like, I don't know. Even the weather being real gloomy like Seattle, I was just like, yeah, bro, I'm trying to stay in the spot. But
I wouldn't say so much the weather because I'm from Washington, born and raised, and I'm very used to the rain, and everything. So it's not that that's bothering me so much. It's more so the stairs and just not being able to feel comfortable. Because a few days of stairs, whatever. But 5 days of stairs, okay, this is getting kind of a lot. It kind of definitely has an impact on your mental, and it kind of
yeah,
takes you out of vacation mode, more so into like survival mode.
it's like as soon as you walk outside, you're like, what's gonna happen today on the next episode of the Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Like, like it really this. I'll say, in Vietnam, it's a beautiful city. It's just nice all the way around. It's not as You'll have to come here for yourself to see. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything negative about the city because the city is beautiful, and the food is good. Some of the food, but yeah, come and check it out, man. Definitely come and check it out to see for yourself.
I'm going to leave you guys with some of my positives because I don't want you guys to come after me in the section. This is just my experience, but some of the things I absolutely love is the Vietnamese coffee. It is my favorite. The staff here, I also had wonderful interactions with them. Very kind, very accommodating. The food, Vietnamese pancake, 10 out of 10.
Oh, for me,
Hmm.
I think the hotel's really good about this place. The film, photography, just to shoot everything. I got my best shot ever that I took in this place. So I don't know. It's a lot of good stuff about this place. It's not that bad, but we'll see you guys on the next vlog, and we appreciate you guys from checking in and just seeing our experience.